join each other through these hard times right now. I've got some interesting stories about hard times for you, and they're left over from last night. What I was just showing you is part of it. That tower over there is not my friend. I just showed you that my main anchor is over there, and it's really going to that tower. My other anchor is going out this way. We're now in the moment of swing. So it's one of those critical moments when during this show, we'll be watching all of that. And as I said, right now, thank you, Christopher, because I managed to get it to work even though it didn't seem to wanna. But now the webcam is broadcasting live on YouTube. If you look right around in probably there, you might see a fender and some milk jugs and stuff. And those are marking our Bruce anchor because we left it there last night. So I've got a proper seaman story for you from last night. Okay, we're gonna go this way, and I'm gonna turn this thing around because hello everybody on YouTube. I'm wandering around with all my friends on Facebook, and we're gonna try and switch to YouTube. So I'm hoping that this is gonna be some sort of bizarre, multi-dimensional experience. And so, guess what we're going to do first thing? Because again, we have lots of really cool stuff to be grateful for going on, and it's because people believe in what we're up to. And what we're up to is spreading goodwill around the world with wooden ships. That's right, we're going to take this spreading goodwill around the world with wooden ships. That's right, we're going to take this ship and get it going. And then we're going to go build a whole fleet of wooden ships down in Carriacou. And then we're going to go build a whole fleet of wooden ships in Thailand. And then we're going to go build a whole fleet of wooden ships around our planet. Peace between each other and our planet. Woo! Yay for us. And there's at least 9,000 people that apparently sort of believe in this stuff. All right, guys, so I'll try and describe last night's adventure. It was just exactly like this. We were switching tides, and right now, the tide is about to go out, right? So Cassiopeia is getting her bum pushed around this way. The wind is obviously coming from this way. So she's driving forward on the anchor that is over there. So that means that her keel is against that anchor. So as the current tries to push her over that anchor and the wind pushes her this way and keeps that anchor taut, then that anchor can get tangled in either the propellers or the keel. And that's what happened yesterday evening. So I'm going to take you guys inside so that there's less wind. Now, apparently, some of these other cameras do better with the less wind. So we're going to take our YouTube friends and say hi, guys, for YouTube. You guys can say hi to the Facebook friends. Hi, guys. Okay, now we're going to turn that one around and put it in there and see what it shows. Hopefully nothing embarrassing. Prepped very well for this dueling situation. And so here we go. We're gonna put you guys up here. This tripod's a little bit tall. It makes I gotta put it somewhere where it's like I don't know. I might have to continue using the old one because it's shorter. This one's just a little bit too too long. Oh well, okay, there we go. All right, you guys are up there. And let's see, where's the YouTube guys? YouTube guys are, I'm going to put you guys over here. Oh, and of course, you're backwards from each other. I love you guys. Now listen, what happened? Wow, that webcam's got a pretty good view. Cool. All right then. So what happened last night, or not last night, night before last, when Jesse and Fred were down there working on the engine, I noticed this swing issue. And we got caught up on our main anchor, or one of our two anchors, you know, our Bruce anchor. And so she was trying to swing this way, but the anchor line was going out that way, and it caught her bum, right? So what I tried to do was I tried to release the line so that it would go down below the boat, and the boat would swing over it, and away we would go. But I think the problem was that the line was so taut and going so straight back that it actually hooked on the propellers. There's a propeller that sticks out on both sides, right? So I was looking at that, and I figured out that we were, you know, stuck. So I kept letting out more line. And we kept getting closer and closer and closer. Oops, I'll use our beautiful curtains to the tower over there. And so, oh my goodness! Now all of a sudden, we've drug both anchors, and so I start up the engine, and as soon as I put the engine in gear, the propeller goes around maybe 5 times, and it's caught the extra line that I added to the Bruce's line in order to be able to let it get under the boat, you see. And so now we're hanging on by our bum, and we're almost into that tower, and the other anchor is dragging. So I called Jesse and them up on deck. Curtis has come over in his dinghy to help because he knows how to run the foredeck and everything. So we're all going crazy, adding lines and stuff. And then we drag out a couple of more anchors. That's those 2 anchors that are out there right now. So we drag those anchors out and get them set. Meanwhile, we're motoring away from the tower and then into the tower, and the boat is swinging around this way. And I'm looking at Fred and Jesse and Curtis and saying, guys, any ideas? Because nobody can figure out how this current against the wind and where the anchors are is making the boat continually head for that steel tower. Jesse jumps in the dinghy and puts the dinghy in hard forward and reverse and tries to keep it away from the tower. We come within about 10 feet of the tower, a beam of the boat. So I run up and I step on the windlass and I start pulling in the main anchor, which has somehow gotten to the east of the tower. I don't know. I think there's ghosts involved in this thing. I don't know. I cannot imagine how we could have dragged that anchor around that tower and gotten it to where it was. Everything is almost impossible what seemed to go on. And all 4 of us were looking at each other with these baffled looks on our faces like, how can this be happening? How can this be? But the thing was that when I stepped on the pedal for the good old windlass, yay, thank you, John. Again, gratitude so much for so many of the people that have provided so many of the things that are now keeping this boat, you know, afloat. We wind up, I'm pushing on the thing and I'm pulling on the rope and I'm looking at, and the anchor, we're starting to get to where there's not much scope. So I'm scared we're going to like pull that anchor up. And, we managed to swing past that steel tower by, Jesse said it was this far, however far that is. So we swing past the steel tower, and then we adjust the helm, and now the current's starting to come, and so we can keep her pulled away from the tower a little bit. So we go set these other anchors, and meanwhile, we're still tangled up with this other one in our prop. So I dive down there with my snorkel gear on, and I can't see anything. I cannot see. There's no visibility. It's almost dark, and this water is, there's no visibility. So I can't see. I'm hanging on in the current, 4-knot current. And so I kind of dive down and bang, bang, bang against the hull and feel all around. I can't feel anything. And it's like, oh, good grief. So then I send Curtis out in his dinghy, and he goes and gets the anchor line and pulls it around to where it's off the back of the boat. And then he pulls and pulls and pulls to try and maybe get it off the prop. And he can't, but when he brings it up on the other side, now I can find it. So I jump in again, and I use that line to pull myself down to where it's wrapped around the prop. Okay, now it's it's 5 feet down there to get to where the propeller is. And so I got the one hand on this loop. I'm holding on in the current, and I'm pulling myself down on this other line, and I feel the propeller, and I can't see anything, but I can kind of almost, I got like 3 or 4 inches of visibility, and I'm unwrapping it like this, and unwrapping it, and whoa, back up, and pushing off the hull, I'm pushing off the hull. And unfortunately, the second time I went in, I was feeling a time urgency sort of thing. And so what I did was I didn't put on my gloves. And so now all my fingertips are all sliced from pushing off of the barnacles off the bottom of the boat and rolling, and my elbows all got, and then wah! So it was a serious adventure, seriously close to having everything go wrong. But it didn't. It didn't. And so now we're sitting here. I'm going to try and move tomorrow. So today, what I did, I'm not sure how to show the YouTube guys. Here, maybe I can put them on the chair. Okay, here we go. I got dueling cameras. This is great. What a crack up. I mean, this is just fantastic. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna put you over here so you can see out the door. Okay, can you see out the door? Okay, I'm gonna go out there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see anything, but I'm gonna try. I'll hold up these things because I'm gonna show these guys. I found the Bruce. I drug this rig back and forth across the bay, back over there, and I hooked the anchor rope. I hooked it on the first pass. It was sweet. I'm like, yes, we didn't lose our $350 Bruce 110-pound anchor. And so we've got a salvage recovery thing going. I mean, that's just so cool. So there you go, guys. That was the exciting part of tonight's story. Oops. Uh-oh. Don't know what I was showing the YouTube guys just then. Okay. So now then, the thing is that Jesse and Fred and those guys have given me their expectations for what they've spent and done on this boat, and it is unbelievably reasonable. So now it's really time, brass tacks. Tomorrow night's going to be a white shirt production because we're gonna figure this out so that we can actually make this whole project work. We've got the next step, which is to get her into the boatyard and get the poles on her and all of that stuff. But right now, Jesse's coming back next week with a transmission, so we need to get him sorted out so that we can get that put in. And then, oh my goodness, yay for us. Oh, there's some other stuff I forgot to show you last night. You know what else they brought? Check this out. Oh, here. Maybe I should tie that to that. Look at that. Look at that. How's that going to work? Okay. Look, we got a sewing machine. Cheryl found us a sewing machine. It's the very sewing machine that she used to make our new wonderful curtains. So, again, guys, so many people are getting in touch with me. My good buddy Matthew from Australia, who is a veteran, who is man, he's just so supportive. I mean, he just really believes in our project, in the Cassiopeia Schooner project. So this isn't about me sitting here ranting and raving. This is about the Cassiopeia Schooner project, about building ships and doing cool stuff with them. So, guys, okay, that's let's see, what else happened today? I'm trying to think. This. Check this out. This is for, whoops, wait, you guys are over there. Okay, I promise tomorrow night I'm going to put on the white shirt. I'm going to present a whole different me, not this crazy, wild-eyed, laughing nutter. But I'm still really excited because we've got a running light for the dinghy. And so I just ran the wires for it today. So hopefully I'm going to just be able to plug it into the outboard, and then I can take Jesse back and forth to have dinner because he likes to go out to eat when it's after dark, and we won't get arrested and have to have Jesse get out his card and say, look, I'm a super mariner, leave us alone. Okay, guys. So I've decided that I'm going to come up with a few crazy fundraising plans, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys would post. I'd really appreciate it if some of you guys could at least go see how this worked on YouTube. And when you go there, please subscribe, because eventually we're going to shift this whole thing to YouTube, and I'm going to start going live on YouTube and sharing it to Facebook. And then I'm going to be able to share it to all the groups, the guys who are watching all of this stuff. Oh, by the way, all you guys at the Salty Sailor, thanks so much for letting me post on your page. And one of the funnest things is that the best way for me to figure out how many views I've had on my video, I can either click on the date, you know, off of my page, or I can just go to the Salty Sailor and scroll through all of their pictures until I get to my post, and it tells me how many views there are. And I have to say, their pictures are quite entertaining. Okay, guys. Tomorrow, I promise to have something a little bit more. I mean, there is the very real philosophical part of all of this. And so maybe I got to get something. We don't have anything. Oh my, I still don't have anything. All right, guys, I don't know if I've told you about this before, but this is one of the best drinking vessels ever. Look at this beautiful shape. Look at this amazingly designed clear glass. Look at this beautiful shape. Look at this amazingly designed clear glass drinking vessel with a beautifully rounded lip. They're just, they're fantastic. I love this. This is the best glassware you can ever come up with. You know, on a boat, you can put it down there by your bunk, and if it turns over that far, it doesn't spill. You know, you can. They're just. I have found that I have filled 6 of these up with water and set them on my settee table down there, and then it's like I chug them. Because the thing is like if you're taking sips of water out of a glass, well, that's what you do. You take sips of water out of a glass. But if you want to drink water, you glug, 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 it's gone. And the next thing you know, you've had as much water as you should have had all along. So this is what we're going to, we're going to use for good old Neptune tonight. I'm going to turn this guy around and then step outside and then pull you guys up on deck for the the obligatory recognition of this amazing vessel that we have. And I just want to tell you guys that, again, this is the thing. People are getting it. We're growing. Our virtual crew is expanding like crazy. Oops, let me get these guys out here. Sorry, guys. I'll say that again. Our virtual crew is expanding like crazy. And it's because people believe in these concepts. And so, yay for us. I am so excited that we're going to pull this off, get this boat into that boat yard over there, get a new paint on her, and put some new poles in her, and yay, we're going to start doing things. Okay, now then, this relates to one of my favorite topics, which has following your dreams and believing in your dreams and having some tenacity to get through the rough spots in your dreams. And so I'm going to keep missing that tower until it's time for us to get this thing going. And you know, you can tell, yeah, I'm trying to check on whether we're actually on that line. Hang on. Well, I have to sort that in a minute. Meanwhile, the good ship Cassiopeia is going to do her best to stay afloat while we get everything together to get her going again. Yay for us! So, here's the good ship Vandover's stalwart crew. Thank you guys for sticking with me. And all you guys, please share all the things that we need to do to turn this into the proper operating business that it's going to be. Hip hip! Hooray! Into the great King Neptune! Hey, brother, we're coming. At least it comes out of my favorite vessel. Hip hip! Hooray! Okay, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to have a white shirt presentation, and we're going to talk about things, and we'll talk about philosophy, and we'll talk about like the stuff that's really really important about what we're trying to do, because it really is. It's we all know that it's really time for us to really get some stuff going on that's really different from what's been going on in the past, and now is our time. And all of you guys that are joining together on this particular concept and this particular project are well into the whole big picture of what we're going to try and do. We're going to do stuff on humanitarian bases. We're going to do stuff on environmental aspects of what's going on. We're going to do social things. We're going to do peace things. We're going to do all sorts of things. And all of you guys believe that all of that stuff is a package for us to turn into a species that can remain on this planet. So yay for us. Thanks for joining in. I'll be a little more organized tomorrow night. I was busy finding Bruce anchors until just minutes ago. So love you. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, don't forget to go to YouTube and see if it worked and subscribe, please. Yay. Okay, all you guys who came to YouTube, please subscribe for me. This is what we need to do. We need to start using this platform to do this sort of thing. And then maybe when we're getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views, it'll help us be able to do all the things that we need to do. Okay. Mwah. Love you. There we go. There's that one.